Hi guys, welcome to another video for What's Good. So I've talked about this show in the past, just like briefly, but season 2 came out for The Wilds. So The Wilds is on Amazon Prime, and essentially the premise of this show, I talked about it in the past, so I shouldn't get too into it, but essentially what it is it's kind of like it's a company, I'll say that, a company that does an experiment, and you think it's like staged or not staged. You think it's real, but you find out it's staged. It's part of an experiment, and there are 8 girls that are trapped on an island. That's how the first season goes. But now we're on the second season. So the second season still focuses on the 8 girls that we met in the first season. And let me tell you, first season is still the best. The second season wasn't bad. It was interesting to see this new group of contenders that they have, the boys. They do have an interesting story, so still watch season 2. But I think it's just weird. The dynamic was really weird in some ways, but season 2 was still a goodie. You still had twists and turns. My boyfriend, this is his show. This is kind of the one that he found. I enjoy it too, but this is his passion. This is his show. I talk about it on his behalf. And he's like, when is season 3 gonna come out? I should have actually looked that up before I filmed this, but if I remember correctly, when looking it up last weekend, because the season 2 just came out on Friday, all the episodes are out and everything. It did get renewed for a season 3. It's open for a season 3. If it didn't, I'd be very surprised. I could see where maybe they could do a cliffhanger sort of situation, but I don't think they would. It really left it to where, yeah, you need another season. But you learn so essentially you learn what this show does. Not saying it's very science-based, but it's very interesting in the concept of how are the genders different. So you've got one group, it's all females, then this group is all males for season 2. And so it's just very interesting to see how do these two groups differ? How do we see differences with the female group? How do we see differences in the male group? And they even talk about that in this season as well, with, how are things very different in this group. And I'm not going to get into spoilers for too much. I'm hoping with what I've talked about currently, it's not too much. Literally, it's very granular. Anything that I've said, you can see in the trailers and everything. And even if you've seen season 1, you're not going to get too much out of what I'm saying here for season 2. But please, this show's very good. They do, and it is based too on the age range is high school. High school, I'd say, kind of transitioning or about to transition into college. So they're still high schoolers though. The time frame, it actually kind of screwed me up a little bit, because with the time frame, it's 2019 and we're still in that time frame. So this isn't a thing where it's oh, a year has passed. It's no, we're still in the same year. So keep that in mind too when you watch. But check out this show if you want something a little different. I would say it's kind of, I'd say it's more drama with maybe some thriller in there. There are some, I wouldn't say too graphic scenes. Season 2 is the first time I think I saw a graphic scene. And that was the better half of season 2 when that appeared. But even that, some of the issues are very, I'd say, heavy that they talk about. One in season 1, there's, what's, your sexuality, what, racism, perfectionism, a lot of mental, illness, mental health. There's a lot of heavy topics that they discuss, and that's kind of how they draw in their subjects. So it's a very interesting show, a lot of topics of discussion. So I highly recommend it, as I know I've talked about in a previous video. So feel free to leave your comments down below if you have seen this show. Feel free to like and subscribe if you want, and I will talk to you all later. Bye.